Whew. What's up guys, it's Taken here, and yeah, this video is going to be about gems and what gems are for what classes, and especially what gems can be rolled by what classes in dungeons, cause this is pretty much the topics when any gems drop that in fact many people would need, while not everyone is in order to roll on those gems. And in general, the rolling on gems is a topic which pretty much starts to suck, and everyone will start a fight or blame the others as a ninja if something happened what they didn't expect or didn't want. Okay, so for gems in general, we have red gems for red slots, green gems for green slots, and blue gems for blue slots. And I will just go through them and put them into order considering the classes which can make use of each, while after that I will go into detail about who will be in fact allowed to roll on these, cause there's a big difference. So something in general, I will maybe even announce it a second time because a lot of people don't know it or want to know it. If you enter PvE with a special class, you're only allowed to roll the gems for that specific class in the first place. And anything else is nothing but ninjaing if there's a class that would need those gems in the first place. For that I will just give a few examples later, but it's just better to simplify that. Okay, so let's continue. So here I just put the classes in the column and I will add the gems now. So we have the tank, DPS class, and heal and melee, archer and sin, and the mage. So for red slots, the tank and DPS would need strength and stamina. The heal or melee would need wisdom and strength, archer agility, mage wisdom. For the green slots we have dodge, critical and haste. For the melee and heal, spell crit, haste and the normal crit. Archer or sin would need crit and haste, and the mage has spell haste and crit. So spell crit, yeah. The tank or DPS class would only be able to gem the attack power in the blue slot. Heal would need heal power and attack power. Archer and sin attack power again, and mage as only class spell power. Okay, so this seems pretty much easy and there aren't many overlaps between gems, but the topic that really everybody knows and experiences at least several times are rolling on stamina gems while not being the tank, and rolling on DPS gems for your alternate class while there's a DPS in the team. So for these 2 points I just don't go into detail for mage and sin/archer because their gems are clearly special for their class and there can't be too much trouble. But in general, if a class is in PvE, the only gems that belong to them are the ones they need for the current class. So tank needs stamina gems, dodge gems, and nothing else. You can argue whether the tank would need attack power, but my opinion is that in fact the DPS would need it a lot more. Considering that a tank don't hit the whole time and they need to use aggro, keep up the def stats and so on. So the healer would need wisdom, spell crit and spell haste gems and healing power. So between these there won't be any trouble, right? But nevertheless, what a fight point is here that healers roll on any melee gems and tank roll on any DPS gems. This won't be any problem unless there's a DPS war or archer or a melee team. But the point where tanks call the healers a ninja cause they rolled on strength gems, justified by saying the tank needs them, is just false. If the PvE tank would gem strengths, no problem, but they don't in fact. So the point here is they both need strength gems for the alternate class, and this will give both classes the right to roll on these gems. In general, when going PvE, be sure what class you're currently, not saying what class you might play someone else. So whenever a gem drops that is meant for someone in the team for the current spec, it's a 100% for them. If someone needs a gem for an alternate class like the healer for the melee, even though he would need it, he's not allowed to roll on these if another guy needs the gem in the first place. And the case that both need a gem for an alternate class, so like the tank for DPS and the healer for melee, while nobody's in team who would roll on these gems for the first place, both have the right to roll on this gem. So, but back to the discussion about stamina gems. The problem is not that for some dungeons where right now it's only SRL, you would need some stamina gems in your gear. The problem is that everybody rolling on stamina gems is claiming that they need the gem while they don't even use some or any stamina gems in their PvE gear. I mean, when rolling on a gem, nobody forces you to make use of them, but my opinion due to my experience is that if in PvE a stamina gem drops, except the tank, nobody has the right to actually roll on the stamina gem, even if it's painful to see it not going to your gem bag. but I barely see anyone using stamina gems in their real PvE gear. I have some in my second sets for more HP, yes, but the first Amaya gems I need, except on my tank, are not stamina gems. So those stamina gems are really meant for tanks, no matter if they end up putting them in the PvP or PvE gear of them. Cause if you roll on stamina gems while there's a tank, it's nothing different from a tank rolling on a strength or critical gem while there's any DPS or melee class in the team. And that would mean ninjaing the gem. So keep my column in mind, whatever gem you need in the first place, you have the 100% right to roll and obtain those. If any gem is there that you need for an alternate class, don't roll on them if there is somebody who would need them in the first place. When nobody needs them in the first place and you need them for your alternate class, that's okay, then just roll on them. Alright guys, so this was a video which I pretty much wanted to do for a long time, and cause any random team running or else stuff with this happened, it just ended up in fights and blaming the other team members as ninja and so on. And it's pretty easy how gems can be used by what class, so just keep this fair even if it's annoying and painful to see a gem not going into your bag. Okay guys, so yeah, let me hear any feedback, opinions, or just write any comment about whatever you want, and yeah, as always, this is Taken here, and stay tuned.